And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
The other thing they're doing is making plays off the bounce. And, boy, once they get a step, they're getting all the way.
Charge is out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Strother in at the 2 guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Late June, NBA free agency is such a busy time for you, Shams. During the start of that hectic period, walk us through your day. What's your life like? I've asked you this before in previous times you've been out here with us, but do you get any sleep?
I'm up 24/7 because the great part about free agency, Kevin, is you never know when you might get that call, you might get that text, when a player has committed, when a player has decided to go to a specific NBA team. That is what I live for. That's what I know the fans live for, and I'm one of those fans, so I want to make sure I know as well, and I'm able to inform in an appropriate, timely, responsible, and fair way, and accurately. So for me, there's not much wiggle room when it comes to sleep. I try to make up for it later, but NBA free agency, trade deadline, draft, those are time periods when I know I have to be on. I might be getting a call now, Kevin, actually.
Well, wait, I was just going to ask you. We're doing this game. I'm looking at your phone. It's lighting up. You're looking down. You're looking at the game. You're talking to me. You're doing 2 things at once.
I have to be multitasking at all times, Kevin. You know that.
Oh, it's the best. Mavericks with the rebound.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Hardy. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Nuggets. On Saturday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Monday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. The Mavericks have been much improved defensively. Coach Jason Kidd says when you're leaning on Luka offensively to deliver, and he does, you have to be able to cover him. Not just him, but Kyrie. The focus on playing defense and protecting one another is at a high right now. It can't just be 3 guys. It has to be all 5. Kevin?
It is, David. You're right. It's a team game. Shams, you've been around the NBA for a long time now. Which players do you enjoy watching the most?
Greatness, especially the guys that are regarded among the greatest of all time, like LeBron James, like Steph Curry, like Kevin Durant. You have to throw those in there. But this is a new era, a new crop. The Jason Tatums, Jaylen Browns, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Have to throw Luka Doncic in there. You have Donovan Mitchell, you have Paolo Banchero, you have Tyrese Halliburton, you have Joel Embiid, you have Tyrese Maxey, Jimmy Butler, you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, Anthony Davis, De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama. So let's not have anyone here left out.
All right, they're all fun to watch. And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray's checked in. George, that's good.
Well, 0 hesitation on that catch and shoot. Dario, not shy, playing confidently. Nicely done.
Pass to Morris. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. For 3, Marshall off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Pass to Westbrook for 3. That shot off. So for Dallas, their last game, a win against the Pelicans.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
Well, the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting, Shams, what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about it, all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. And that, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least one or two teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. Oh, that's blocked.
Well, on top of the length he provides and athleticism, there are the shot-blocking instincts of Derek Lively. Wow.
The Nuggets trail by 21 to the paint, and Watson slams it in.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Now, here's Hardy. He had 15 points last outing. Dinwiddie passes to Hardy. You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. Knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Westbrook passes to Jokic. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
There's 1:26 left to play in the first half. Hardy passes to Dinwiddie. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Spencer Dinwiddie, one of those players that seems to have improved with every passing season. And his numbers back that up. This guy just keeps getting better.
For the Nuggets, Aaron Gordon comes in for Peyton Watson. And Porter subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Washington comes in for Markieff Morris. Thompson, he's checked in for Najee Marshall. And Doncic is subbed in for Hardy. Shams, I am so sorry our time has run out. It has been great having you here with us. We appreciate your time so much, and I hope we do it again soon.
Thanks, Kevin. Anytime. You know when I'm not on my phone, I'm here to talk to you and talk hoops with you any time of the day.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much again. Hey, DB, wasn't that terrific talking to Shams? He is as plugged into everything around the NBA as anyone you could hope to meet.
A guy who's really in the know, and as somebody who prides themselves on doing research, boy, you have got to respect the legwork and the dedication he brings to the table.
Irving's checked in for the Mavericks. And Doris at last season's trading deadline, Dallas making moves for Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington.
Kevin, this was cool in a couple of ways. For P.J. Washington, a hometown kid. For Daniel Gafford, he grew up 4 hours away. But most importantly, these two guys fit like a glove around the incredible Luka Doncic. Sometimes roster construction just works beautifully.
Doncic dishes to Irving. Back to Doncic. Drops in the layup for 2. Doncic has got 12.
Well, there's a mix of touch and power that Luka Doncic brings to the game. You can't take him lightly when he touches the paint.
Pass to Irving. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. 8 points for him.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them